So, the other day I was doing some thinking. I'd seen a message that one of my friends had responded to, and he's in the process of losing a pretty good amount of weight. He's doing really well with his workout, and the question was, how do you stay motivated to keep working out? And his response kind of struck a nerve for me, or it resonated with me. He said that if you're going to wait for your motivation to come, for the motivation to do something to overtake you, and you do the thing, you're going to be waiting for a long time, because in getting things accomplished, motivation is such a small part of actually doing it that you just end up disappointing yourself if you're going to rely on motivation alone to get things done. When I thought about it, I can't remember really the last time I experienced motivation. Like, maybe that's hard. The last time I think I felt motivated was when I was 15 years old and had a pretty bad eating disorder, and so I would motivate myself with self-hate. That is the last time I experienced motivation. I've already said it before that I am a very contemplative and in my head person. That's probably to my detriment, because I am so much in my head that I do not experience and interact with the outside world as much as I could be, and as much as I should be. But that's just the way that I've always been. I think a lot, and lacking any and all motivation to do things, I compensate with my decisiveness. So when I have a thing that I want to get done, I decide to do it. Even my exercises in spontaneity, in trying to be spontaneous, there is a very distinct decision-making process in deciding to do something off the cuff. So my version of spontaneity isn't necessarily entirely spontaneous. There's nothing that I ever do without deciding to do it. And I find that that makes my experiences feel more like my experiences. Even though I am always in this fog where I am tangentially experiencing my life, I am like passively experiencing my life, I feel that in deciding to do something, I have cemented a part of my consciousness, cemented a part of my experience as a human being. And when I get that thing done, it is borderline euphoric. So decision making is very important to me, while motivation is entirely absent. So right now I am endeavoring to lose weight, and I have lost, since I started, maybe 35 pounds. And in losing weight, in the past I would use self-hatred to motivate myself, but because motivation is not something that I am quite capable of doing anymore, I have a plan that I would like to enact. I have results that I would like to see, and in order to make those results a reality, I have to make decisions to get there. My day isn't plotted out for me. I don't plot out my day, but I do plot out the decisions I'm going to make within the day. Decisions not to eat things that might trigger my HS. Decisions to avoid like all breads, because bread not only triggers my HS, but also carbs aren't great for losing weight. I make conscious decisions in my everyday life, even though my motivation isn't there. And so when I have a thing that I need to get done, like I bathe every day. I hate taking baths. I absolutely hate baths. But I will soak in the bath for an hour every day, even when I don't feel like doing it. I've made the decision already. I've decided that this is going to get done, and this is how I'm going to do it. When it comes to things that are more spontaneous, say I am driving by like a new store or a restaurant of some kind, like a cuisine that I would like to try out. When I see it, I process what exactly it is, and then I go through this cost-benefit analysis in my head where I think, how much is this going to cost, like monetarily, how much is this going to cost me? What is this going to add to me? What thing is this going to improve in my life? And is that worth the money that I'm about to spend? What are the odds that this experience isn't going to be good? And if so, am I willing to spend money on it? So even in my spontaneity, there is a decision process. I never really do impulsive things. I think through everything I do, and especially everything I say. I don't say the majority of the things that I think, because it just seems like a waste of time. A lot of people don't listen, and even if they do listen, they misconstrue a lot of things that I say, and so it seems better just to keep it to myself. So, thoughts on motivation? Yeah, I definitely agree that if you're waiting for the motivation to overtake you, for it to come and, you know, propel you into this new era of getting things done, that you're going to end up waiting and stagnating for a very long time. And I don't think that's the case for everyone. I do think there are people that experience motivation, but I think in the long run, you're always better off relying on your ability to make a decision and execute a plan. Yeah. I'll talk to y'all later.